Hello to all of Special Olympics of New Jersey athletes. My name is Paul. I am from Matthew J. Morahan Health Assessment for Athletes at RWJBarnabas, and today I'll be your coach for injury prevention and fitness. So we'll do a workout together, and we'll do that by using a deck of cards. So if you're not familiar with a workout using a deck of cards, I'll show you that today. If you don't have a deck of cards at home, you can make one by yourself using pictures online. You can print them and put them on some index cards just like I did. But if you have a deck of cards, go ahead and use that. And if you don't have an access to any of cards, you'll still be able to complete the workout, and I'll show you how to do that later. So today we'll do a workout, and I'm going to take you through an injury prevention part first before we start working out. And that's going to include an activation component. So that's going to be active stretching. And then we'll go through a dynamic warm-up, and then we'll get to the workout. So starting with the activations, we're going to do 6 different exercises, 10 to 15 reps each. And I will demonstrate that later on in the video. And then for the dynamic warm-up, we're going to also do 6 exercises. We're going to do 2 rounds of that, which means once you get through all the 6 exercises, you're going to repeat them again. And we'll do them for 20 seconds, and then we'll take 10 seconds off between each exercise. And that 10 seconds will allow you for transition time from one exercise to the other. And then finally, we'll get to the workout using the deck of cards. So we're going to use each suit for each exercise. It's going to be squats, push-ups, lunges, and sit-ups. Each suit is a different exercise, and every number will stand for a number of reps that you'll be doing during that exercise. So if you have cards, you're going to do set your timers for 1 minute, and then you'll take 1 minute of break. And then if you don't have any cards, you're going to work for 30 seconds, going through each exercise, and then you'll take 10 seconds off after each exercise. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to start with our activation component, which is going to help us warm up some of the stabilizing muscles to make sure that we don't get injured during our workout. So to begin, we're going to start off with a hip press. To do that, you're going to lay down on the ground, bend your knees, and then you're going to press your hips all the way up and come back down. Throughout the whole exercise, make sure you're keeping your abs or your core tight, and press up, come back down, up, and come back down. From here, our next exercise is going to be called a crab reach. So you're just going to move your body up, and then you're going to press up one more time. Press all the way up, come back down. If you want to try this in another way, you can bring your arm all the way up and reach all the way behind your head, and then switch arms. You're going to reach all the way behind your head. From here, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So for this one, once again, you're going to lie down back on the ground, bring your leg and put it on your knee. Grab your leg from the bottom behind your knee, and you're just gonna bring it up towards you. And then you should feel a nice stretch on the side. And then you're going to switch legs and do the same. There you go. Next will be a dead bug, so you're going to stay on the ground, put your arms straight out in front of you, bend your knees, and you're going to move opposite leg, opposite arm, and switch. If that's a little too difficult, you can do both arms together and then do one leg at a time, or you can do one arm, one leg at a time, keeping your core and your abs tight. From here, we're going to switch, and we're going to do donkey kicks. So for this, you're going to put your hands on the ground, knees on the ground, and you're going to kick your heel all the way up to the ceiling, and then switch again. And you're doing 10 to 15 reps for each exercise. And lastly, we're going to do an inchworm. So for this, you're going to get in a push-up position, and you're going to walk your feet all the way as far as you can go, and then all the way back down into a plank position. So that will be our activation. 10 to 15 reps each, one time for each exercise.
Today's code word is cards. C-A-R-D-S, cards. Don't forget to log today's code word.
Okay, our next component of the workout will be the dynamic warm-up. So this is really going to help us warm up our muscles right before the workout and get our bodies ready to do the workout. So for this one, we're going to do 2 rounds of 6 exercises. You're going to go through each exercise twice for 20 seconds and then 10 seconds break. So once we go through all 6 exercises, we're going to do a second round and go through them again. So you guys can set your timers up at home. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The first exercise is called the world's greatest stretch. So for this, you can have your knee bent or you can have it straight. And what you're going to do, start off in a push-up position, bring your foot up on the outside of your hand and rotate your body up. And now switch legs again and open to the other side. And you're going to do this for 20 seconds and then take a 10-second break. Okay, next will be high knees. So try to get your knees as high as you can. You can do this in place, or you can do it running to a wall and then back. So you want to try to get your knees as high as you can go, 20 seconds. Next will be a walking heel reach. So for this, you're going to take a step, keep your knee straight, and try to touch your heel. Same thing, take a step, try to touch your heel, keeping your legs straight, and alternate. Next will be a single leg reach. So for this, you're going to stand on one leg, reach all the way down to the ground, come back up, and switch. So you're going to do this for 20 seconds, one leg, and come back up. Next will be squat jumps. So for this, you're going to squat down and jump up. Squat down, jump up, squat, jump. And last is going to be side skaters. So you're going to start off on one foot. So if you start off on left, you're going to jump to the right and then back. And then you're going to alternate feet for 20 seconds. All right, so that's going to be our dynamic warm-up. 2 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Okay, so now that we're done with the activation and a dynamic warm-up, we can finally get into our workout using the deck of cards. So for this, we're going to use 4 different exercises. We're going to have squats, which is the suit of hearts. Push-ups, diamonds, lunges will be spades, and sit-ups will be clubs. So to do this, you're going to set the cards down in front of you, and you're going to face them down, and whatever card you pick up, that's the exercise and the number of reps that you'll do. So I have 5 clubs, so I'm going to do 5 sit-ups. And then when I'm done with that, I can put the card to the side. And the next card is 7 of hearts. So I'm going to do squats and 7 reps of those, and so on and so forth. So if you have a deck of cards, you're going to set your timer for 1 minute. And you're going to pick up cards for 1 minute and do that exercise until that minute runs out. And then after that minute is done, you're going to take 1 minute off. And then if you don't have cards, you're just going to set your timer for 30 seconds. And you're going to go through each exercise for 30 seconds. So for example, you're going to do 30 seconds of squats, take a 10-second break, do 30 seconds of push-ups, another 10-second break, and so on and so forth. So if you have your timers, you can set them to 1 minute if you have cards. So the way that's going to look is I'll demonstrate. Let me make sure I have all my sets. Perfect. So first I got 8 of diamonds. So I'm going to do 8 push-ups. So for a push-up, get in the push-up position, legs should be straight, and then you're going to go all the way down and all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. If you can't do that, you can put your knees down and do the same thing. Go all the way down and all the way up on your knees, all the way down, all the way up. So as the minute keeps going, next is 6 clubs. So that means sit-ups, and I'm going to do 6 sit-ups. So for your sit-ups, you can keep your feet on the ground, or you can put them up in the air, and you're just gonna crunch up, all the way down, and crunch up, and then all the way down again, and crunch until you finish the 6 reps. Next is 6 of hearts. So for this, I'm going to do squats, and it's 6 reps. So for a squat, make sure you set your feet shoulder width apart, and you're gonna go all the way down and come back up. You can keep your hands behind your head, you can keep them on the side, or in front of you. You're gonna squat down and come back all the way up. Make sure your knees are not caving in when you do that. Try to keep your knees in line with your toes, and all the way down and then up. And then next we have 9 of spades. So I'm going to do 9 lunges, and that can be split between each foot. So to lunge, you're going to take a step back, come back up, and alternate feet until you do all 9. And then when the minute runs out, you can take a break of 1 minute, and then for another minute, you're going to do the same thing. And you can do this until your cards run out, or until you do about 10 to 15 minutes of work. So that's it for the workout. We went through activation, dynamic warm-up, and the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and good luck.